The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Mia Chen stepped onto the crystalline platform. Around her, representatives from 47 species watched with barely concealed contempt. The Chromoth delegation, massive beings of chitin and muscle, chittered amongst themselves, their translator devices converting their mockery into standard galactic. Another fragile human, the lead Chromoth, Warlord Thexkar, announced. Soft skin, brittle bones, pathetic endurance. How your species survived to achieve space flight remains the galaxy's greatest mystery. Mia stood perfectly still, her dark eyes scanning the assembly. She had heard it all before. Humanity had been the joke of the galactic community for 3 standard years, since first contact, too weak, too slow, too dependent on technology to compensate for biological inferiority. Kevin Rodriguez, Earth's military attaché, watched from the observation deck above, his jaw clenched as he monitored the biometric data streaming from Mia's diplomatic uniform. Her heart rate remained steady at 58 beats per minute. She was calm. That worried him more than if she'd been nervous. Warlord Thexkar raises valid concerns. High Chancellor Vextral of the Physian Collective interjected, her crystalline form refracting the chamber's light into rainbow patterns. Humanity seeks a seat on this council, yet you cannot even survive on your own planet without constant environmental regulation. Your bodies require precise temperature ranges, specific atmospheric compositions, regular sustenance. You are, objectively speaking, one of the most maintenance-intensive species we have encountered. Murmurs of agreement rippled through the chamber. The insect-like Therians clicked their mandibles in Walat passed for laughter among their kind. Even the usually diplomatic Centaurian delegation remained conspicuously silent. Mia finally spoke, her voice carrying across the vast chamber without amplification. You are correct, Chancellor. Humans are fragile. The admission sent a wave of surprised silence through the assembly. Kevin leaned forward, his fingers drumming against the observation rail. He knew that tone. Mia was baiting them. We require oxygen in specific concentrations, Mia continued, walking slowly across the platform. We need water regularly. Our bodies operate within a narrow temperature range. We are susceptible to radiation, toxins, disease. Our bones break, our skin tears. We are, by any objective measure, poorly designed for survival. Thexkar's for eyes gleamed with triumph. Then you admit your species has no place among the Council's elite. You are too weak to contribute meaningful. I wasn't finished, Warlord. The interruption shocked the chamber into silence. No one interrupted a Chromoth Warlord. The massive alien rose to his full 3-meter height, his battle armor gleaming. Our fragility, Mia said, her voice dropping to a near whisper that somehow carried to every corner of the chamber, is precisely why we are the most dangerous species you will ever encounter. Thexkar barked a laugh. Dangerous. You, a single Chromoth warrior could. Your species evolved on a world with 0.87 standard gravity. Mia interrupted again. Thick atmosphere, abundant resources, minimal environmental variation. You are strong because you never needed to be anything else. You are apex predators who never faced real adversity. She turned to address the full council. The Physians, evolved in crystalline caves, protected from solar radiation, feeding on mineral-rich deposits. The Therians developed their exoskeletons on a world with no large predators. The Centaurans achieved sentience in the galaxy's most temperate region of space. Your point being? Chancellor Vextral asked, genuine curiosity replacing her earlier condescension. Earth, Mia said, is a death world. Kevin smiled from his observation post. Here it comes. Our planet has 5 mass extinction events in its geological record. Mia continued. Ice ages that should have killed everything. Asteroid impacts. Supervolcanic eruptions. Our evolutionary ancestors survived because the weak ones died and the strong ones adapted? Not just once. Repeatedly. For millions of years. She approached the Chromoth delegation. You mock our need for oxygen. Our planet's atmosphere was once toxic to oxygen-breathing life. Our ancestors developed oxygen breathing anyway and terraformed the entire planet through biological processes. You mock our fragile bones. We evolved bipedalism, sacrificing stability for efficiency because we needed to cover vast distances in pursuit of prey with more endurance than raw speed. Mia's eyes locked onto Thexkar. We are pursuit predators, warlord. Do you know what that means? It means our ancestors ran prey to death, animals faster and stronger than us. We followed them for days until they collapsed from exhaustion. We didn't need to be stronger, we just needed to be more stubborn. Words, Thexkar growled. Weak justifications from a weak species. Mia smiled. It wasn't a friendly expression. Kevin, send down the package. From the observation deck, Kevin activated a transport sequence. A small container materialized on the platform beside Mia. She opened it and removed a meter-long bar of standard construction alloy, the same material used in Starship hull plating. The bar was rated to withstand pressures of up to 8,000 kilopascals. This is rated for extreme structural stress, Mia announced. It requires industrial machinery to shape. The Chromoth used specialized tools to work with this material. Yes. Thexkar's eyes narrowed. Obviously. No biological entity could. Mia gripped the bar with both hands. The chamber fell, aptly silent, and then she bent it. Not quickly. Not easily. Her muscles strained, tendons standing out in her neck and forearms. Sweat beaded on her forehead, but centimeter by centimeter, the alloy bar curved under her grip. The screech of deforming metal echoed through the chamber. When she finished, the bar formed a perfect 90-degree angle. She tossed it at Thexkar's feet. The warlord stared at it, for eyes wide with disbelief. Earth's gravity is 1.2 standard, Mia said, breathing slightly harder but still controlled. Every moment of every day, we carry more weight than your bodies were designed for, warlord. Our fragile bones are actually denser than Chromoth's skeletal structure. Our weak muscles contain a higher percentage of fast-twitch fibers. We are, pound for pound, stronger than almost any species in this council. She looked around the chamber, but strength alone didn't make us dangerous. What makes us dangerous is that we evolved strength despite being fragile. We evolved endurance despite requiring constant maintenance. We developed intelligence specifically to compensate for our weaknesses. Every tool we create, every technology we develop, every strategy we employ exists because we had to be smarter than our limitations. Chancellor Vextral's crystalline form seemed to pulse with a new quality: respect, perhaps, or fear. You call us fragile, Mia concluded. You're right, but we are fragile things that survived a planet actively trying to kill us for millions of years. We are fragile things that looked at the void of space and decided to go there anyway. We are fragile things that will break ourselves against any obstacle until either we break through or the obstacle breaks first. She picked up the bent alloy bar again. So yes, give us our environmental suits. Give us our regulated atmospheres and our temperature controls. Give us all the assistance you think proves our weakness. Because even with all our fragility, even with all our limitations, she bent the bar again, this time in the opposite direction, the screech of metal even louder than before. We are stronger than you ever needed to be. The vote for Earth's Council admission was unanimous.